In this video, we will be diving into the basics of plotting with Matplotlib. We'll be covering 4 types of plots: line plots, scatter plots, pie plots, and histogram. These types of plots are commonly used in data visualization and can help effectively communicate information from a dataset. First, we'll take a look at line plots. These plots are used to display the relationship between two variables by connecting data points with lines. Using the iris dataset, we will show the change in sepal length and sepal width over the 150 iris flowers. We'll use the plot function to create the line plot and customize the appearance by specifying the line style, color, line width, and label of the line. Next, we'll move on to scatter plots. These plots are similar to line plots, but instead of connecting data points with lines, they display each data point as a separate point on the plot. Using the iris dataset, we will show the relationship between sepal length and sepal width, and petal length and petal width. We'll use the scatter function to create the scatter plot and label the x and y axes, add a title, and display the plot. Next, we'll take a look at pie plots. These plots are used to display the proportion of different categories in a dataset. Using the tips dataset, we'll be creating a pie plot to show the proportion of tips given on different days of the week. We'll use the value counts function to count the number of tips given on each day and the pie function to create the plot. We'll also add a title for the plot. Finally, we'll take a look at histogram. Here, we are plotting 2 histograms to visualize the distribution of sepal lengths and sepal widths in the data. The histograms are represented using bars with height proportional to the frequency of the data in that bin. We have specified the number of bins to be 10, and the transparency of the bars is set to 0.5 using the alpha argument. The label argument is used to label the histograms as sepal length and sepal width in the legend. The x-axis represents the values in the data, while the y-axis represents the frequency of the values. The title of the plot is set to histogram plot. Finally, the show function is used to display the plot. In this video, we covered the basics of creating plots in Matplotlib, including line plots, scatter plots, pie plots, and histogram. We learned how to import the necessary libraries, load datasets, and use the plot, scatter, pie, and hist functions to create the plots. We also saw how to add labels, titles, and custom tick marks to the plots, and how to use the value counts function to count the number of tips given on each day. We hope this video helped you understand the basics of creating plots in Matplotlib.